What's up, coolers, and welcome back to Barça Dream Team. And today, we're going to be bringing you news about the presentation of Barca's third summer signing, Andreas Christensen. We're bringing you all the information you need to know about the Danish centre-back. We'll be discussing the key quotes and how he'll fit into Xavi's Barça. We hope you'll subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're super excited about today's video, so let's get started.
So, of course, Andreas Christensen follows Franck Kessié through the door at Barça. The Ivorian joined the club on a free transfer and his presentation was yesterday in the Camp Tito Villanova. If you want to check out that video, guys, you can click the card in the top right of your screen.
Now back to Andreas Christensen, and he's become Barca's third summer signing after Pablo Torre and Franck Kessié. He joins the club on a free transfer until 2026. And guys, this is really a strong signing. Christensen joins the club with a €500 million release clause. And there's really no two ways about it, guys. There's always extra hype when a Premier League player joins the club. Christensen did speak about how he'll use his time and experience at Chelsea to work hard at Barca. And again, this is a really low risk and potentially high reward deal.
And today was his official presentation. He was looking very smart and he came across as very well spoken. It's clear to see that he's a very humble player who wants to succeed here at Barca. Next, he suited up in the Blaugrana colours and took part in a rondo with the academy youngsters, just like Franck Kessié did yesterday. And this is a really nice initiative, guys. This is what Barca is all about. Barcelona is a club which supports the young academy players, and this is a great way to show the family feeling at Barca between the first team players and the young talent at the club. It was very exciting to see Andreas Christensen overwhelmed when he spoke about what it meant to join Barca. He made it clear that it was his dream to join Barca and that he's very eager to meet up with the squad and Xavi and begin the pre-season training. And of course, it was great to see Laporta explain Christensen's dream to join Barca from a very young age. Christensen knew that playing for Barca was one of his dreams, and he'd actually written it down on a piece of paper at the age of 8. And I think this was a recurring theme in the press conference. Laporta was very grateful that Christensen had chosen Barca. President Laporta highlighted how Barca is lucky to have so many players who are 100% committed, not just with the new signings, but also with the sacrifices made by players like Araujo, Ansu Fati and Pedri to renew their contracts and commit their long-term futures to the club. And you do have to wonder whether Laporta was just hitting out at Ousmane Dembele, who has really been quite unprofessional and disrespected the current economic conditions of the club.
But moving on to the presentation now, and Christensen really does look like a solid centre-back option. Let's just take a look at our options for the 2022-23 season. And we were looking a little light in that position, as Lenglet, Umtiti and Mingueza are looking likely to depart the club. But the arrival of Andreas Christensen really will bolster the defence. And he did say that he was really looking forward to the healthy competition between him and the others, and thought it would help him to improve further. He also expressed his admiration for Gerard Piqué and the other young centre-backs at the club. And Christensen mentioned how he used to be a striker, idolising Ronaldinho, so of course there was no shortage of skills on show. I think it was clear to see his excitement on joining Barca. He made it clear that it was his lifelong dream. Now, we did discuss yesterday how there had been talk of Kessié and Christensen joining Barca for some time, even before it was officially announced. And we talked about how the trigger for the confirmation of both deals was indeed the 6th Street deal. And Laporta did confirm that the second economic lever would enable the club to make more signings in this summer window. We've discussed previously on the channel that this deal would involve the sale of a further 15% of TV rights. And Laporta hinted that several deals have everything in place, and all that would be needed is to trigger this lever to complete the signings. Now, this really is interesting, guys, because it's been reported that personal terms have been agreed with both Jules Koundé and Rafinha, So could we see these deals be completed in the coming weeks?
And speaking of potential new signings, Jordi Cruyff was asked about the possible signings of Christensen's former teammates Azpilicueta and Alonso. Now, he did insist on being respectful to the players and not discussing too much about individuals. However, Cruyff didn't deny that negotiations had taken place and suggested that Chelsea's new ownership has been an obstacle in the deals progressing. The reporters also asked Christensen on the subject, and he confirmed that he'd talked to them about adjusting to the Spanish culture. He did say that they were great friends and that he would like to play with them again, but he also acknowledged that any signings were down to the club. Overall, guys, this is a great signing. Christensen's a Champions League winner, so I'm sure he can pass on a lot of experience to the younger defenders like Araujo and Eric Garcia. It will be really interesting to see if he can translate his winning mentality to Barça after his spell at Chelsea.
And finally, guys, make sure to check out our video on Frank Kessier's presentation yesterday. And Xavi's Barça is really looking good now. Let us know in the comments down below how many more signings you think we will make in the summer window.
So if you like this video, guys, make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe to BDT, and we'll see you next time. Visca Barça!